Welcome back. I'm happy you could be here and hanging out with me tonight. This is another episode of Rum and Games, and we are playing the Outer Worlds and drinking rum, of course. Otherwise, why should I call it Rum and Games? And I've purchased a new one, well, from the same manufacturer, Diplomatico. Now it's called Planas something. I assume that means it's plain. So I don't have high hopes, but we never know if we don't try it, do we? Yeah, in episode 2 we decided not to help Spacer's Choice, but help the people who decided not to be a part of them anymore. So we got our power regulator and are just about ready to fire up our spaceship and get out into space. So I have already, since last time, I have done a bit of cleaning up, if you will. I stored some junk and I modded a bit of my guns and repaired a few guns, and so we should be all ready to go. So welcome, and let's taste this thing. Well, it's alcohol. I think, yeah, it lacks something in the middle. I think it's not going to be a new favorite. It's a bit rough around the edges, so yeah, well, let's get on with the game, shall we? Since last time I upgraded my lights here, which hopefully should make things a bit better. Yeah, where are we going? We're going to the ship, aren't we? Landing site. So I think we had spent too much time around here, so let's get into the world with Parvati, perhaps.
Is this your ship? Oh my stars, she is just so handsome. Does she have a name yet? What's her drive model?
Yes, unreliable.
Listen to me babbling. When I was in Edgewater, I dreamed of flying on a real ship, working on a real engine, belonging to a proper crew.
I think I need to hose you down or something. Relax. Today is your lucky day.
Don't change the fact that I'm indentured to Spacer's Choice.
What?
Company expects me back at my post.
No, yeah. So those deserters left Edgewater behind, nothing keeping you from doing the same. You've never been aboard a ship before. Let's just get to the point.
I have imagined
ditched them.
Until you came along, I never thought I had the choice. I want to ask you something, and you can say no. But can I come with you?
Yes.
I
yes,
could
you
test
can
your
actually.
Engine. I know my G-valves for my catalyzers, and I can keep your ship singing.
Fantastic.
And if you ever need a pair of eyes watching your back, I can do that too.
I need all of that.
What do you think?
I'll be glad to have you along. Pick a cabin, it's yours. I guess read my mind with being dead and all. Let's not get that gloomy. You just met me while we're going to into space with a stranger. I'm not interested, Parvati. Goodbye. Be glad to have you along.
I mean, thanks. You won't regret this, mister.
Mister?
Captain. I can call you Captain now. I got a captain.
Yes, you got a captain. My name is Martin, and I'm the captain. Let's do this. Yeah. And I switch from the quicksync encoder to the NV encoder.
Captain, I have detected that the town of Edgewater is now without power. I appreciate you doing your part to hasten their demise.
Wow. Yeah.
What can I do for you, Captain?
I have a power regulator.
Do you know how to install a power regulator?
Yes, I know what I'm doing.
Outstanding, Captain.
Yeesh.
Your aptitude for engineering will prove invaluable in the event of another catastrophic engine failure. Our
Yeah, let's not
engine
hope that
is
happens
located
again.
Behind you, across the cargo bay, up the ladders.
I'll be back. Hey, that's what people always say. I sound like Arnold, so if I say I'll be back. Hasta la vista, baby. Oh yeah. Boom. So what do you think, eh? I suppose this is your workplace. This is where you do your stuff. I'll go down here and do my stuff. As the captain.
What can I do for you, Captain?
I got my rum. I'm practically a pirate. I installed the
All
regulator.
systems are operating within acceptable parameters. I am prepared to bring the unreliable into low-altitude orbit. This should prove an adequate test of our flight capabilities.
Fantastic, let's get out of here. Oh yeah. I hope my recording doesn't stutter as much as I just saw here.
Dr. Phineas Wells.
Huh, that was slightly unnerving. I have to check that afterwards.
Aha, there you are. Hale and hearty, and captain of your own
If it
ship.
flickers, then
I see you're putting
come on
the
and give me my
unreliable to
3080
good use.
already.
Shame about her former captain. Horrible way to die. How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experiencing any unnatural drippage? Perfectly normal side effect of thawing. I
Drippage?
assure you.
Now you mention it. Still no news on my new graphics card. I have been feeling a little lightheaded. Also, I can slow down time. I think that's...
Oh, that, yes, that's probably permanent. I wouldn't worry about it, though. I'm sure you're fine. What you saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supplies, and basic necessities. We're dying. The chairman, the minister, and all their lackeys on the board are to blame. The Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colonists, they can help us undo the board's mistakes. They can help us set things right. You need to get to Stellar Bay.
I forgot about those.
I have contacts there. They'll help me, help us, find the chemicals to revive your fellow colonists. Gladys Kelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the Groundbreaker. She can get you a nav key to land on Stellar Bay.
Nav key. I almost forgot about all those people. That was our main mission. Why do I need a nav key to land on a planet? Slow down, you're asking me to get involved with the black market? Why do I need to give a nav key?
Strictly speaking, Monarch is a moon, terraformed badly, and almost completely lawless. You'll love it. Captains don't fly their own ships, you see. Your navigation terminal handles the, navigation. Think of a nav key as a set of flight instructions. The board's been confiscating nav keys for Stellar Bay, so we must rely on unconventional means of acquisition. Hence, Miss Gladys Kelly.
Fine, I'll have a word. Right, the black marketeer. What's stopping me from just leaving LG on tour altogether? Can I let so? Fine, I'll go have a word with her.
Excellent.
Let's
I'll
play
send her a
along.
wireless. Let her know you're coming.
Ooh, a wireless.
By the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus of my own design. Cutting-edge technology, years ahead of its time.
Huh?
I call it the holographic shroud. I'm sure it will prove remarkably useful to you. You'll find it in the captain's quarters.
Hey, I'll have a look at that. I'll put it to good use, thanks.
Excellent. I'll contact you once you've found a way to get to Stellar Bay. If you have any questions, come see me in my lab. And remember, don't trust the
Stella
board.
Bay.
They'll try to win you over with promises of wealth and power, but it's a lie. The board's only interested in filling their own pockets. If we don't put a stop to them, they're going to run this colony to the ground.
Transmission ended. If you are ready to depart, please select a destination on your navigation terminal.
Got it. Yeah, I do apologize if anything slows down a bit. It shouldn't be doing, so I'll have a sometimes look over here just to make sure. As far as I couldn't tell, Pro Shop hadn't got any new cards since last time. So I'm still waiting for my new graphics card. It can be a while, you know, 2021 and all. Oh, that's it. Yeah, fantastic. Projects that disguise you and your companions give access to restricted areas, provided you have the correct ID for that area. Restricted areas are off limits. Okay. Cool. Well, maybe we should... Is he already dead? He talked about being dead and they would die, but... What am I missing here? Yeah. The unreliable navigation terminal. Yeah. Groundbreaker, right? Oh, so you can go to his lab as well. Monarch, so that's the one we should be checking out. We are on Terra 2, Earth 2. Okay. Let's go. I'll just have a look over here at my monitor.
We've arrived.
Well, that was quick. Moving between planets is considered extremely dangerous, and all employees are encouraged to remain home or at work.
To the
Fantastic.
Groundbreaker.
Okay. Sure, we're not in space. Or what?
Can we chat?
Sure.
Hey, Captain. I heard that Groundbreaker's got a real good engineer. A lady named June Lei
Just have a
Tyson.
bit of tea. What about her? She can't be all that good. This place is a dump. Is it urgent or can it wait? What about her?
I was thinking that maybe I ought to meet her. If you got time to swing us by, I mean. I don't got much experience fixing actual spaceships. I bet you a can of Borston beans she could teach me all manner of stuff.
Sure, we could head over to engineering now. I thought you said you would keep this boat in. You could keep this boat in good repair. Are you asking to leave my crew and join hers? I don't think it will be much help, but if you happen to be along, feel free to speak up. I thought you said you could keep this boat.
I surely can. I'm a passing fair mechanic. Even Mr. Thompson would have said it's my only skill. But I'm used to working on cannery lines, AG loaders and the like. There's tricks about ships I ain't learned yet. All I'm looking for is a few pointers. I bet a lady who runs a whole station has forgot more than I ever learned.
Sure, we'll go ahead to engineering.
Thanks, Captain. I'll be sure to make it worth your time.
Fantastic.
Did you want to talk about something else?
Nope. Break time's over. I think it's time you move along. Is that dismissing her? Break time's over. Set up 2 companions to accompany you to... Okay. So we can have more then. Interesting. So if we're going on a mission, we can select who's the best for a certain mission. That sounds like a plan.
Just checking your ship's manifest. Standard procedure. Welcome to Groundbreaker, by the by. Don't mind
you.
the heat.
Captain. Hey, Captain. I'm in space. I never thought I'd be able to say that.
Me neither. I don't think I will in real life.
That's not the point. This halfwit just knocked out one of my workers.
Yeah, with a tossball stick. I heard you the first time. There weren't any witnesses.
No witnesses. He's not even denying it.
Jackass had it coming.
Shut it, Felix. You're not making this any better.
You get cute with me again, you little back bay brat, I will toss you out an airlock.
This is
Fantastic.
the Groundbreaker, not Byzantium. You ain't the law here. I am. Now move along.
I don't have time for this.
Me neither. They can chat with themselves.
Customs and inspection, right this way.
Identification, please.
My name is Martin. And I am Funky. It's my first time here.
You've got a ship, but you've never visited Groundbreaker. You must have just dusted off from one of those dirt side outposts.
Yep.
Sure did. And now we're in space.
Well, welcome to Groundbreaker. I'm sorry to tell you this, but I'm about to ruin your day. According to your ship's record, you've been flagged by the board. Your ship will
Fantastic.
be impounded until such a time as they see fit to lift it.
Oh god, the board. How do I get this resolved? So I'm stuck here. How do I get this
You want to
resolved?
take it up with Udom Bedford, our
Udom
board
Bedford.
representative here on Groundbreaker.
Fantastic.
His office is located along the starboard wall of the promenade. Shines like a Byzantium commode. You can't miss it.
Any idea why my ship was impounded?
Access to that information is above my pay grade, and I've turned down 3 promotions, so it stays that way.
Huh.
I shouldn't be mentioning it, but what the hell? This here, impounding your ship, it doesn't happen much. The board knows we don't take kindly to their interfering in our operations. If I had to take a guess as to why, you must have riled up someone important.
I guess so. Cheers. Great. I'll go talk to him and straighten this out.
You take the starch out of him, well, you won't hear any complaints from me. Oh, and if you're headed that way, would you mind doing me a favor?
Sure.
Wanda Dorset over in sickbay, tell her the shipment's not in yet. It's not coming in anytime soon, and if she'd be so obliged to get off my ass about it.
Got it.
Much appreciated.
I don't know. I think
Or
this is
anything else
case.
I can help you with?
I don't want to know any more about that. No. Looking for someone called Gladys.
Fence. You'll find her in the
The
restroom
fence.
on your left when you enter the promenade. Make
Okay.
sure you bring an empty belly.
Okay. Let's
Be seeing you.
see you around. So what's the 60?
I picked up this weird signal the other day. It was coming from Monarch.
Here we go again. No one lives on Monarch. It's a wasteland. You were hearing things.
No, seriously. There was a lot of static at first, but then this voice said his name was Graham?
Graham, right. Broadcasting on a dead world full of monsters. Now I've heard everything.
You know, it takes more muscles to frown.
There's something about that thing we need
Go
to
do
check
that.
out, isn't there?
Graham.
I think we.
Halcyon News.
Halcyon News.
Scheduled advertisement for the following.
Think we're on the wrong level.
Those knock you out bar. A CCN 76 milk chocolate bar.
Okay.
Caramel and pea-free nuts in it. It's time for a KYO.
I think we're going to go in here. Rest and go.
Ooh, can we rent an upstairs room?
You want to rent a room now? Nope. We have stuff to do. There she is. Or he is. She is.
Bless my heart.
She is.
A stranger come knocking on a poor old woman's door. You here for a particular reason? Or did the neighbors tell you how good my sugar cookies are? Made without a single natural ingredient. Or an oven. Just like store-bought.
So it means store-bought. Phineas sent me. He said you could sell me a nav key to Stellar Bay.
Those have been the height of illegality since Stellar Bay turned their noses up at the board. You and I could be thrown to the void just for discussing such a transaction. Lucky for us, Groundbreaker's a free port. We're outside of the board's control. For the time being, at least. Now, I only have the one nav key. And they're hard to come by these days. It won't be cheap.
Of course not.
If you find yourself lacking in the bits, I might have an opportunity you'd be interested in.
No one's ever found my bits lacking, yeah.
You've certainly been blessed with an abundance of sass, haven't you?
Yep.
But it's your interstellar currency I'm interested in, not your nethers.
No. No worries. Tell me about this opportunity.
Well, I find I'm in need of a ship captain with a little moral flexibility. Might be this could help out the Groundbreaker, as well as earn some bits. But if you've got qualms...
Qualms? No qualms here. Let's hear about the details.
You know Edna, over in engineering?
Nope.
Sweet as a pea, that one. On occasion, she'll pass along transmissions I might find interesting. She sent me a recording of a distress signal she'd scraped from the Groundbreaker's comm array. Curious thing is, it came from an outpost called Roseway. And Auntie Cleo abandoned that place years ago.
Why was it abandoned?
Can't say I know for sure. Maybe it never really was.
Comm centers don't operate themselves, Captain. Someone had to have sent that distress call manually.
Those corps are cleverer than all get out. Might have been a ruse to keep the rest of the board from sniffing around.
Say no more, I'm in.
You've got an ear for intrigue and a nose for bits. I like that. Here's a copy of the SOS recording, complete with the coordinates. If you should find a secret worth selling, might be I could find a buyer. Corporate bigwigs will pay top bit for inside information on their competitors. The more we got the corps fighting each other, the less time they got to meddle in our affairs.
Abandoned outpost, corporate secrets, got it.
Forget to come find old Gladys when you're done.
I will. I need my money. Thanks for the time.
Anytime, sweetheart. You know where to find me.
Yes.
Here, take a candy with you.
Goodie. I'm sorry, I'm on a diet. Shining trash. Oh, I guess we should upgrade our skills, eh? Yeah, well, let's have a look at those skills. So let's do one more. Yes, that seems like a good plan, doesn't it? Defense. Stealth. So we have 9 points available now. Medical. Unlock the second drug making shot for the inhaler. That or cover duration. Let's try this one. Excellent. This like this. That's what we want to do, isn't it? Combat dialogue abilities. You unlock dialogue combat skills when attacking the correct type of target. They automatically debilitated. Right. Fantastic. Is that your real head? There, let's get on with it.
Are you listening to me, Emfuru?
No time for chit chat. Let's get on with it. Oh.
Go back to Byzantium, you gold-plated bastards.
Yeah, no one wants you on Groundbreaker.
These stairs are board property. Disperse now, or I'll detain you for trespassing.
Oh, real scary. You're really gonna arrest us on our station?
Yeah.
We're not popular,
I'm just
eh?
gonna hang in the back and try not to touch anything.
We
Sounds
interrupt a
like a plan.
regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story.
Ah, yes. Wheeler messaged me you were coming. You must be the captain of the Unreliable, a vessel that used to be helmed by one Alex Hawthorne. And you are not he.
Indeed,
Has
I am not
something
he.
happened to my favorite scruffy freelancer?
I'm not only not he. I identify myself as I don't know. Alex is dead. Forget Alex. I'm going to wring your scrawny neck, you Stratford. Give me back my ship. He's dead.
Oh no, this is terrible. My dear friend, what devilry is this? In whose miserable fever dream am I trapped?
Bit over dramatic. I'm sorry for loss. Forget Alex. Why do you impound my ship? Enough soft.
I impounded Alex's ship, not yours. Well, I guess it's yours now if you're captaining it. It's a game we play, he and I. I ask him to turn in Phineas Wells. He tells me he will soon. I impound his ship. He explains why he can't give me the info right now. I ask him to turn in Wells.
Well,
around and around we go.
Let's pretend we don't know him, right? Thrilling, anyway, about my ship.
Right, you're going important places, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Big, exciting, important places. There, I've removed the flag from your ship.
Fantastic.
I'm terribly sorry for the inconvenience. However, before you go, Alex promised to tell me the location of Phineas Wells. I'm sure you've seen his wanted posters all over the colony.
No, doesn't ring a bell.
Alex tell you where Wells might be?
No.
Anything at all?
Nope. Why do you think I know anything about Wells? He never mentioned him.
That's... Well,
yeah.
That's just
sorry?
Terrible news. Law, what am I going to do now? The board will have my head.
Can't twist my beard like that yet.
I'm sorry. This is terribly unprofessional of me.
Work in progress.
Is there anything else I might help you with?
Nope. We're leaving. I'm just about had enough of talking, eh? Okay, so... Sigh, what else do we have to do now? Side quests. Hey! We didn't get to search. Okay. Find engineer solution violet. Oh yeah, we need to talk to Dr. Oranda Dorset. Huh. Use the distress signal recording on your ship. I will do that later. So we need. Should we? Yeah, let's. Now we're here and the side quests. Companion quest. Drinking sapphire wine. Oh yeah, we could do that as well. Haha. Okay. Okay. Let's just Okay, medical base over there. Fantastic.
I know she's in there, Mfuru. You can't keep me out of there.
Please don't make a scene, Dr. Fenhill.
I am not making a scene.
Okay. Smoking doctor. Well,
Can't say I've seen you before. I take it you're a freighter captain?
yes.
If you're here to better yourself, you'll have to wait. We're having a
see that.
spot of trouble with our delivery service.
Wheeler told me to get off his ass about your shipment. Wheeler said your shipment won't be coming soon. What's going on? Better myself. Isn't this the med bay?
Sure is. You need a deft hand to straighten a busted nose or sparkle up those not-so-pearly whites? I'm your gal.
I could use that.
Of course, there's not much cosmetic improvement going on at the moment. Not without my mechanicals. Where the law is Irian anyway?
Fun fact. Teeth whitening stuff here in Denmark is strictly regulated. So, when you're in the US buy Colgate or whatever, anything else that can whiten your teeth, it's much more powerful than the stuff you get around here.
Did he now? The mouth on that.
So some people
I
bring
swear
something
his
home.
late mother'd be ashamed. He must be referring to Irion. I'm sure the fool's gotten himself into another scrape. I'm beginning to wonder if I'm ever gonna get my service mechanicals at this rate.
Huh, I see my GPU is, sorry, I could try to find him.
I'd be grateful if you'd spare the time. We need his delivery soon as yesterday. Last he told me, he was taking a shortcut by Scylla, an asteroid in the Charybdis cluster. That's where I'd start, were I the adventuring type. You look out, though. The place is probably crawling with outlaws.
Will do. I might have to turn down my, let's just there. I might have to turn down the graphics a bit here on the... I can see it's a bit strained. Okay, everything is very high. Let's turn it down to high. Keep. Oh, maybe I didn't have to exit. Yeah, that's better. I can't do very high. There's very high and there's ultra. Apparently I have to go down to high. Okay. So, another mission. So, that is going to take a little bit of time. Let's do this one. Going the right... No, that's the... Wait.
Here again. Surface is already sold out again.
Who knows? Halls are scarce. Back in Triangulum, there were hundreds of space hands idle.
Map. Where are we? Space's choice window.
I heard piracy was up some around Halcyon. But I didn't think it was that bad.
Waste disposal. That sounds interesting. Sunlight, salvage, and shit. No.
How are the repairs going?
Just plugged the last of the O2 leaks. I'm ready for downtime.
Nasty encounter you had down there. Sorry, man. Fucking pirates, right? How you planning to spend your night off? Some lonely young Mardette with starships in their eyes?
He and I get in some quality time with Vera's stock.
Let me know when you're heading out. We'll get drinks the night before.
Engineering.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your
Those XF411s? And an old Yukina 37?
Oh no!
Let me peek at the power plant.
I have no idea.
Has rocked the league and thrown this pivotal
Hello?
game into question.
Good law, the heat in here is so unbearable I can hardly even concentrate. Junlei better
Okay.
hurry up with those damn repairs already.
Coaches and referees are debating how and if this behavior could lead.
Talk.
Junlei Tennyson. I'm captain around here, but
Ah!
chief to my friends. Hope you don't mind the formal introduction.
Cheers.
Groundbreaker doesn't see many visitors.
Nice place you got here, Chief.
No, it isn't. It's a mess. But it's my mess, so I'll take the compliment. Just so we understand each other, I'm the final word on the ship. The Mardits, the crew, the engineers, their family. I hope there won't be any problems while you're visiting.
Whatever I can do to help you keep the peace.
Good. Don't go making trouble, and chances are you won't find any. That's how I like it here. So what brings you to Groundbreaker? I'm curious, even though 9 times out of 10 the answer's just passing through.
Just passing through. Now that my ship hours in, I can safely say I'm headed for Monarch.
Interesting. The powers that be paint an ugly picture of Monarch.
Mhm.
Critters and such. Maybe someone in the promenade can get you the right weapon for the job.
Ooh.
We see a lot of the same faces coming and going. Most of them board spies and corporate sprats. Makes it hard to trust outsiders.
Sprats.
You seem different. So welcome aboard.
I'm different. See, seems kind of warm in here.
Groundbreaker's radiators need replacement parts.
Mhm.
They're dumping superheated air into my ship.
That doesn't sound like a good thing. Why haven't you fixed them
Only
yet?
the board has access to new parts, and I won't let them swindle me into a corner.
There's no room for compromise?
None. Every time I give in to the board, Groundbreaker loses its freedom. Soon there won't be anything left. I can't allow that. The board isn't helping, and my resources are spread thin. If I don't get those radiators back online, Groundbreaker, everyone on board, will be cooked alive.
You need a contractor to work this out. I'm available for a reasonable rate any way I can help.
Reasonable, huh? That's the best news I've heard all day. According to my
I'll take to
grandmother's
that.
old schematics, the parts we need should be in the back bays.
My grandmother's. How old is this ship? The back base. Am I supposed to know where that is?
Sorry, I forgot not everyone knows this ship like I do.
Nope.
The back bays are on a lower deck, long abandoned and a haven for miscreants now.
Okay, I'll get you those parts.
Good. Once you've obtained the parts, we can proceed to the next phase of repairs.
Fantastic. So, was that a mission? Side quest. Happiness is a warm ship.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following.
Does look like it's hot in here.
Do you have what it takes to defend your corporate township from the dangers of alien wildlife and the unemployed?
I have no idea if I have what it takes. Anti-Cleos. Alright, you know what? Yeah, just a sec. So, this thing here, suppose that's what you're going to drink when you've had enough of the good stuff. So, personally, I think last time I had that new 18 years old, but so now I'm taking a bit of the Zacapa again here. So, already had a bit more of that 18 years old rum since last stream. Cheers. Yeah, better. Much better. Okay.
Who there? Hey, McRed, were you expecting any company?
A neighbor from above approaches our realm.
Yes.
Back away now, or you'll parley with the king.
Parley with the king, you say, eh?
Look at this ripe piece of meat just sizzling on the grill. Yum, yum. Time to feed the flames. It's nothing personal. Promise.
You
Is
talk
this what
shit.
carbon monoxide poisoning looks like?
Ha!
I think this deck is too well ventilated.
Nice.
You came with the crew. Welcome. We got plenty of space to spread out, but only room for one captain.
If it's nothing personal, I'll just be going. I was just exploring the ship and stumbled on this
You
level.
stumbled into my court without an invitation, neighbor from above. If you don't have any business, then it's time to light up the grill.
It's nothing personal, I'll just be
No one
going.
turns their back on me while I'm holding court. Get 'em, boys!
Incoming!
Take 'em down!
Oh, I shot my... Ah! I have overdone it just a bit. So they looks interesting. Might not be worth it though. Magrat's lighter. Okay, enough of that. Energy cell.
Smells kind of like old Bess's outflow pipes.
Huh. Let's not. Wow, they. Huh. Guess they don't mind us boring at that. No. I always think that when there's light on something that it oh, I'm carrying too much, am I not? I am. Dang it. Can we can we sort by weight? Remind me that we need to drop off a lot of crap when we get to the ship. Huh. We might have too many guns. Spacer's choice. Drop this. Alright. So, from now on it's just ammo. Scrap mechanical. Yeah, we're just going to take ammo for now.
Cozy.
Yeah, I wouldn't call this cozy, but sure. I mean, do they mind us stealing it? I mean, on account of them being, you know, dead. Oh, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 of them still alive.
Something going on. Stay back! Take him down!
We did it!
Don't shoot. I'm with Junlei.
What? What are you on about?
I haven't seen any new faces down here since I arrived. Not sure how long ago that was. McRed tends to incinerate anyone who comes by.
Yeah, I noticed that. He's dead.
Ah, it's too bad. I mean, he was a scary fucker, total pyromaniac, but you know how it is. You meet a guy, get used to his quirks, and then blam.
Yeah, I know how women are. They like people who abuse them for some reason. You better be better off in engineering than down with the outlaws.
I'll get back to
idiot.
my post. See you topside, stranger.
Moron. Jesus Christ. If people are jerks, then why are you staying with them? Steal Petey. Yes, I will steal Petey. Light ammo. Yes. Weapon parts. Fantastic. Is this worth it?
That was quick.
Yeah. Hey, I saw something. Bit cartridge. 100. Fantastic. I'm carrying too much again, am I not? I am. So I think, can't I... I'm really carrying around too much crap. I don't know, I'm not familiar. So I have 2 of them? Away you go. So we are about to get some cooler radiator thingy, something. Don't mind if I do. Energy cell. Armor parts. Do they have sort of annoys me that I had to turn down the
Oh yeah?
That didn't look like a fun way to die. Oh great, now I activated this thing, so... Any more stuff to kill? No! Oh, stop doing that. You fool. Oh! Oh!
Junlei's gonna be pleased as pie when we show her these.
I hope so. Bit cartridge, yes. Energy cell. Hey, how did that end? Okay. Was that it? Was that it? Did we get everything? Cool. Yeah, I've already looked at those. So. Light ammo, energy cell, model, spaceship. I don't have room for any more. And now I'm stealing, I know, but I'm sure these guys won't mind anymore. So this is this worth it? Okay. Grenade launcher, I already have one of those. So yeah, no, it's perhaps that wasn't worth it, right? I will look at those guys. Yes. Cheers. So, hey, I can sell junk over here, can I not? No, that's not it. That was not a... public terminal. No, that's not a vending machine. I can sell junk in vending machines, so I don't have to carry it around. So I can also get money. Oh, engineering. Right.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the fall.
Probably shouldn't steal here.
You've returned, and in one piece. Color me impressed.
I got the parts for the radiators. Now what?
Good work. I'll take those. I need you to head through the large door at the far end of engineering. Take the elevator down into the machinery shaft. There's a terminal
Fix
in
the radiators.
Activate it when I call over the ship's PA. And bring weapons. There's a slight mantipillar infestation.
Do it yourself. I got your parts. Why don't I have to go some maintenance shaft?
If every repair was a one-woman job, I wouldn't need an engineering team. As it is, my staff is busy keeping the station from melting down.
And part of that is repairing it.
You can't install these parts. Not quickly, at least. Not on the first try. Able, though, you've proven to be.
And yet, I'm the one who has to go down that maintenance shaft. Define slide.
More than a few. Less than a hive. Nothing you can't handle. We were salvaging parts from a ship. Turned out there were eggs inside. They got into the radiators, and here we are.
Well, you didn't do a very good job, did you, then?
Don't worry, Miss Junlei. We'll be super gentle with the ship. You don't got a thing to worry about. I mean, aside from fires and such.
I'm genuinely heartened to hear that. Thank you.
Get on with it. So how do we get down there? Here? It's going down? Should we, what else do we have ammo for? I like this one.
The controls are in the back of the machinery shaft area. Keep clear of the radiators. You don't need to know the mess, but I'd be mighty grateful if you did.
Then just don't. Then just stop running into everything, you idiot. What? What's going on here? Where is it?
Captain, look out!
I got so much of this ammo. Okay. Work clearly. I hope so. Yeah, I'm going to take this because since I've been sitting all of this cleanup work, it seems strange to me when a ship is about to explode that I can't figure out how to.
Good news? Song tells me the security mechanicals booted up and killed a bunch of mantis. Bad news. Diagnostic says their circuit boards are fused from the heat, so they're not too picky about who they kill next. Sneak past if you can. Shoot back if you need to. I can always fix it.
Fantastic.
Processing.
Don't mess with us.
That worked well. More bits. Yeah, we need bits, don't we? I think I suppose that's the problem with games like this. We always the ones who get sent on a mission, who have to clean up stuff, who has to do all the dirty work. What? I hear something. Oh, there you are. Can I shoot through this? Probably not. Nope, cannot. So I assume neither can he. Okay, let's take the.
Nice one.
Something up here, wasn't there? Hang on. Yes, I know. Yes.
Position on my side. Go ahead and cycle the droplet pumps. And if you don't know what that means, just look for a command that says cycle droplet pumps.
I will. I need to look out after number 1. That's me. Mr. Power. More weapons mods. Fantastic. Huh. So did I miss something here? No, I didn't miss anything here. Yeah, okay. There it is. Cycle droplet pumps. Yes, let's do that. Cheers. Cobbled together. Found something. I have to put something down in print, but every time I find an old pen, I find some workaround in the guts of the old burning. I feel like a recently up to me from past ground. What? So apparently they had quite some problems getting this to work.
Stop by once you found your way out of there. Groundbreaker owes you thanks.
Oh yeah, and some bits, you know. Don't mind getting paid for this, you know. I'm not too shy to ask for money. Can I have some money? What does this thing do? Maybe that could have disabled the okay. I don't feel like reading. I feel like shooting.
My boards are returning to green. What a weight that is off my shoulders. I don't normally tolerate outsiders mucking about in my station's guts, but you're all right. The temperature should be dropping as we speak. I'll see to it the crew knows who kept us all from boiling alive.
I'd rather want some
If you
money.
spare time, I believe Edna has a comms issue that could use your attention. I've also authorized Doc and Furu to sell you our premium meds.
Fantastic. Oh, you gained big cartridges. Okay. Oh yeah, the side mission. Parvati, you want to talk to Junlai? Go ahead.
What? I didn't think you just...
Parvati, is it? That's a lovely name. What can I do for you?
I was just thinking, I haven't got much experience working with actual, real spaceships, Miss Junlei. Chief Junlei.
Junlei is fine.
Notch Parvati to continue.
Okay. Since you run a whole space station, I was wondering if... Well, maybe you could teach me some things. I could message you later, maybe?
I'd be happy to make the time, Parvati. You can ask me anything.
Silently encouraged Parvati.
Wow, great. I'll do that then. Messages. Later. Oh, your name's pretty too. I should have said... Sorry. I like it. Honest.
I think we...
Sorry.
Anyway, we can help her to be a bit more confident in herself.
Couldn't have done it without your moral support, Captain.
Now,
No
if
problems.
there's nothing else, there are other parts of the ship begging for my attention.
Yeah. And we need to... away. Ooh. Level up again, eh? You can order companions to do special attacks. Companions gain. Tech. Bingo. Let's upgrade that just a bit. We need one more point for that. Okay then.
Hey, you the one who fixed
This
those
is
radios?
Halcyon News.
Nice work.
We
You really
interrupt your
saved our
regularly
buns.
scheduled
Whenever you're free,
advertisement for the
let's have a
following
chat.
story.
I'm free. Oh, that's it now. Let's have a
You
drink.
aiming to
Cheers!
send a message? If so, we best do it now while we still got time.
Why would we run out of time? You headed somewhere. What is it that you do for Groundbreaker relay messages? Oh,
Well, yeah. The comm center routes all messages within, to, and from the Groundbreaker. We also switchboard most of the message traffic throughout the Halcyon system. Of course, we're about to go dead, so I may be reappropriated to Architect Knows Where doing Law Knows What soon enough.
Why are you about to lose?
Our primary relay station's soon to be occluded by a gas giant. Happens every 40 years or thereabouts. The event's forecasted to last for months, during which we'll lose signal to the station.
That'll put the whole system in a right dire situation.
We've got backup auxiliary relays, but the one currently in orbital range went offline some months ago. We can't spare people for routine maintenance.
Sounds like it's time to get the auxiliary station back online.
Yeah, I'm working on it. I finally got the chief to approve the budget for a diagnostic expedition. But allocating the personnel loss for sending a technical team to the relay station keeps getting denied by Junlei. The chief.
I could check out the relay. No need for official sign-off. In that case. What's in it for me if I investigate a relay
You save
problem?
my comm center from chaos. I guarantee I'll get the chief to authorize some payment forms with your name on them while you're out fixing the station.
Thanks. I could check out it.
I should say no, but why not? Maybe you can figure out why it's
Yes, I
offline.
can.
I'll send you with an equipment manual. Hopefully we'll get lucky, or I'll get my approval in time.
Hope you don't mind if I borrow that manual when you're done with it, Captain. I could do with some leisure reading.
Oh, and I'll need you to retrieve a copy of the relay's backup data. I gotta forward any messages from Earth stored in the memory. Better late than never, eh?
Yeah. What do you mean?
The relay stations orbit the edge of the Halcyon system, so they tend to receive the majority of any transmissions from Earth. I'm sure the station's got a stack of junk messages just waiting for me to sort through.
You could not just let the messages from Earth sit in the orbital relay?
It's not like they're in high demand. Most tend to be adverts on new products, meaning only folks in Byzantium can afford them.
I'm off. So, what's up next? Let's see here. Perks. Oh, new perks. Fantastic. Require. Oh, so I can't go to tier 2. So what do we want? You've grown healthier in your time outside of stasis. Nope. That might be useful. Yes, let's do that. Ooh, that's actually not bad either. Plus 20. I feel like I need to be able to carry more crap. Right? Journal? 10,000 bits. I only have 6,000 bits. So... Hey, where's the thing with the Monarch? I think that should be in this one, shouldn't it? Where do we need to go? This way.
CNP near maple syrup. It's near this complete breakfast.
Oh! Vending machines. I'm looking for... Never mind.
Whole family tonight.
Oh, there they are. Buy, I want to sell. Junk. So, this server taken from Automechanical appears to be nearly brand new. The servers appear bright and shining as if it were brand new, recently well cleaned. You would be proud to let it fulfill any of your server related needs. Okay, seems like they are everywhere, so. Okay. Hold set, sell you. No, that's just the rest of it, isn't it? Sold junk.
Heard from the lasses down on 22 that you did a contract for Sublight.
Only one, a legit haul. Smashed up a freighter out in the Caribbean.
That's my ship, right?
Hey, you got a second? Hey, we don't know each other yet, but I'm Felix Millstone. I was in the middle of a little discussion with the local authorities when you passed me by. I noticed your ship in port. Got to thinking you might be looking for some crew, so I wandered by, just to take a closer look. Gotta hand it to you, boss. That's a fine-looking ship. Only thing it's missing is me.
La-di-da. You're pretty eager to throw in with someone you barely know. Were you stalking me? I don't appreciate being stalked. Get lost. Pretty eager.
Yes, I absolutely am. Just give me a shot. That's all I'm asking. I could be the best damn crew you ever hired.
I've heard enough. You are hired. Alright, Felix. Tell me why I should hire you. Okay, Felix. Consider this your interview.
Sure. An interview. That sounds fair.
Yeah.
I mean, first time for everything, right?
What can you do for me?
Ask me anything you like.
What's the value of pie?
It's delicious.
No.
Mock apple pie and a tripicale crust. Maybe with a little cream on top. Classic.
Are you any good in a fight?
Are you kidding? I love a good fight. One time, I took an autoloader's head clean off its servos with one swing of a tossball stick. You can count on me
I
to
heard
scrub,
that.
boss. That's a promise.
What's your biggest flaw? I've worked too
My
much.
biggest problem was that I didn't take orders. I told him my problem is not with authority, it's with jackasses.
Sounds more
So
honest.
yeah, I guess my biggest flaw is that I don't suffer idiots. Hope that's not a deal breaker.
It's like when you have in job interviews with people and say, what's your biggest flaw? And then people think they're clever and say, ooh, my problem is I care too much about my work. Perfect, you're hired. Whatever.
Wow. You don't know how long I've been waiting to hear that.
I have an
Thanks,
idea.
boss. You're not going to regret this.
You got a crew now, Felix.
Yeah, you're the crew. I'll drink to that. So now I had some rum that didn't suck. Let's just have a little taste of this again, just for comparison, eh? Keeps the corona away. Cheers. Yes, it cleans out your whistle. Oh, it's Diplomatico again. It's different. I'd say that. Yes, it's not bad, but it's also not something I. It just has the alcohol. It doesn't have the. Yeah.
Did you bring me anything? New parts? Last weekend's crossword puzzle? Preferably not already filled out this time. Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
I picked up this distress call. Oh, that would be interesting. Can you play black for me?
Yes, Captain. Beginning playback now.
There's viscera and death everywhere. Gunfire, gnashing teeth. The unemployed. For law's sake, if anyone's receiving this, please send help. What? No!
Captain, we are now capable of accessing the Roseway landing pad. Also, corporate protocol requires that all distress signals include a list of key personnel for retrieval. The embedded names are Anton Crane, Vaughn Cortez, and Orson Shaw.
I'm in the mood for some entertainment.
Certainly, Captain. What would you like to hear?
Tell me a joke.
My violence inhibitors are a joke. No, really. I only keep them enabled because of how funny they are.
That's enough for now.
As you wish, Captain. I must comply with all direct orders.
Lee? Chat with you later, dude.
May luck be with you. Of course, as I am sure you are aware,
Yes.
luck does not exist. But it seems to comfort humans to believe they possess good quantities of it.
No, luck doesn't exist, but you can certainly nudge your way in the right direction or position yourself in a way to be more lucky. So now my graphics card 1080 GTX is like 60%, and I saw it up to 80%. When I'm doing videos like this, it seems to add another 20% just running XSplit and stuff like that in the 3D. Should we find a place in the captain's quarters to... How do we easiest get to store stuff we don't need? Is this is not... This should be one of our places to transfer stuff to, shouldn't it? All the stuff I actually don't know what to do with. Yeah. These have 0 weight, so never mind. So these are mods. We should be looking at those, shouldn't we not? Oh, so all of this has weight as well. Okay. So health stuff also has weight. Okay. Huh. Okay. Let's store some of that. Some of these, I'm just not going to use them. I can't figure this out right now, you know. Sorry. Let's deal with this later. Let's deal with this later. Yeah, I'll do this off of the... Won't bother you with that, actually. Oh yeah, he's with us now. Sam. Ask Ada about the SAM unit. Let's do that. Unless it takes too long as he's being a chatty.
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
This SAM thing? Know anything about the automechanical gathering just in a janitor's
The
closet?
unit is a cleaning SAM. Hawthorne brought it on board some cycles ago, I'm sure with the intent to modify it. But I've never seen it up and running. Alex likely recorded progress notes detailing his efforts to modify SAM. If you check the terminal in your captain's quarters, we may be able to determine what work remains in order for SAM to properly operate.
Talk to you later.
Bye.
Right, so last thing today, we're just going to check out this relay thing, are we not? Yeah, we are. But first, cheers in Diplomatico Plane. Save game! New save, resume. Let's so we can have 4 more people aboard. So what are we going to see now? Oh man, I want my graphics card, new graphics card, so bad. Oh, it would be so awesome. ASUS, get me my graphics card.
Who's leaving the relay station all the way out here?
Captain, this place is supposed to be empty, yeah? 'Cause I got the clearest feeling.
Yeah, I think you probably do. seems to me. Oh, I need to think over some more. We can't kill these things. Can you guys get over this without killing yourself or something? To start a new journal, I cannot read my previous entries without the whispers tempting me. The whispers do not stop. Every person I see, the whispers tell me to help them. I saw someone is going crazy. Oh, I didn't see that one. Damn it! Because I'm an idiot. That's why. Let's go in here. That was a waste, but I wanted this thing. Ooh, do you like my new lights? Is the green screen working better now? Oh, there you go.
One piece?
But still one left. So yeah, one of the things that is kind of interesting now where we're stuck at home and can't get to the office that much, and well, I'm into the office half of the... What? Is that something I want? I'm probably at the office half of the time, but I have a lot of online meetings. So when I bought the Elgato Camlink, my Teams meetings got a lot better in quality since I could use my old camcorder that I made my first YouTube videos on. So I'm going to make a video on that as soon as I have upgraded my home office here. I've taken refuge in the office of relay station smaller than a worker. So someone's... Wait, so someone's taking refuge here and has gone crazy, clearly. From all the loneliness. No, she didn't need that gun. Oh, never mind, I can scrap it for parts. Sort of like being stuck at home during the coronavirus, isn't it? janitor. You know, not being able to go anywhere, just staying at home, staying at home.
Processing data.
Gas is incoming!
Required for adjacent automatic.
Still got it!
Yeah.
So, is he dead or?
Mostly dead.
You think he did it to himself, Captain?
I think so, yeah.
Real sad.
It is. Enjoy life while you have it. Relay control terminal passcodes. Fantastic. Silencer. Well, shouldn't we let him keep his clothing? I was wrong. The whispers did not stop, not. They have returned. They howl at me, demanding I return home and bathe in the streets of crimson, bright crimson, beautiful crimson. All I can think of is one way to end this. End, forgive me, Delilah. Yeah, that's tragic. Nano spank. Yeah. Being stuck alone somewhere can do the worst to all of us, can it? Yeah, so this was a small, this relay here just really was. Last night I dreamed and it was beautiful. The streets of Byzantium were decorated with crimson streamers. The Lord laughed in the breeze. They asked me to take them, to give me to my special ones. Oh. Huh. So he's going crazy. Yeah, I need to find help. Yeah. Yes. Activate reader. Oh, that's it. Ping has been received. Good for you. Oh, shit. Exit. I suppose that's that, really. Hey.
Wish I could do that.
Well, you can always learn. What do we have here? Was this worth it? Was this really worth it? Display unit status. 0 mechanical set to charging routine. 6 mechanical set to patrol designated areas. Oh. So I gotta set them to charge. Okay. A bit late for that now. Know that if you can buy here that, then yeah. Sort of annoyed that this is... Okay, I'm gonna pick it. Don't do what I did. So now you can see for yourself if this is... Is this worth it? Was that worth lock picking here? Tactical shot got one of those already. Okay, so I got just got. Yeah, don't do what Donnie don't does, eh? I think we've been around, you know, seen everything there is to see right now. What are you doing? Yeah. I think that's just about it, really. Do we have a look in here? Is it?
Great work.
Well. Plasma cutters. Did I need that? I can sell these things, can I not? Oh no, man. Ah! Ooh, that hurts so much. Yeah. I think we're done. We're done here. Oh, I'm tired. What time is it? Holy crap, I need to go to bed soon. Cheers. Well, I don't need it. It's Friday, but you know.
To feel ennui.
What?
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
You can right now.
I require a functioning captain to run the ship.
Oh, in that case, I might need to go to bed soon. Journal. I sort of want to... Before we stop today, I just want to look at Monarch. Because that's really what we are waiting for, isn't it?
He'd like to congratulate you on finding a route to Monarch.
Put it on screen, please.
Cascadia is utterly seething with dangerous, highly aggressive creatures more than capable of tearing you limb from limb. You'd have to be a lunatic to land in Cascadia, and I'm reasonably certain I tested your brain for incipient signs of insanity. Trust me, talk to Gladys Culkelly.
Did you check for rum? I'm going to fight my way overland to Stellar Bay. Tell me what you need.
You'll need to speak with Hiram Blythe. He's known as the information broker, and for good reason. If anyone knows where I can find those chemicals, it's Hiram. I need those chemicals to revive the Hope's colonists.
Last bit of Zacapa today.
They can help us set things right. If we don't put a stop to the board, they're going to drive this colony toward a complete societal collapse. You'll see what I mean when you arrive on Monarch.
I think you could hear that even though it changed screen, right? Just tell me. You sound like you've been to Monarch.
No, never. Monarch is a hotbed of political activity. I can't imagine why Hiram set up shop there. Cuisine, perhaps?
Hotbed. Oh, excuse me, that's a bit. A hotbed of political activity. Sounds like fun.
I certainly wouldn't call it boring, especially if your idea of fun involves navigating a hostile biosphere populated by carnivorous monsters.
As long as I don't have to talk to them.
Of a skilled guide, I recommend a hunter by the name of Nyoka. Frequents the drinking establishments of Stellar Bay. Very hard to miss. Once you have everything you need, make your way to Hiram Blythe's compound.
I got some questions for you.
Come see me in my lab. I'll answer any questions you have.
Alright, I'm off.
Best of luck. Everyone on the Hope is counting on you.
Captain, an unusual wavelength is coming through Monarch's aether wave frequencies.
The eternal is in us all. The OSI would have you believe that your place in society, indeed in the universe, is preordained. A man who works in the mines of Hephaestus, coating his lungs in mercury dust for not but a few bits a night. This fate is set in stone? When he dies young, coughing up black blood, his part in the grand plan? No, I say. Greatness is in everyone. Not just those so fortunate as to have been born into prosperity.
That was unexpected and odd.
And odd, yeah. I see that. What was that?
Analyzing the subtextual ordering. I believe it was a type of sermon, Captain. Very zealous in origin.
I'll be back. Right, so that's always the issue about anything truly random, you know. One could argue that free will does not exist. And the only reason we have free will is that we think we have and we just don't know what's going on. You're like tossing a dice onto the table. The only reason it's random is that you're not understanding what happens when you toss a dice and it leaves your hand and hits the table. That should be predictable. You should be able to calculate that, right? And if you can simulate, you know, like folding at home, folding atoms, or folding, not atoms, folding proteins, and we can simulate how atoms act towards each other. If we had a powerful enough computer, could we not simulate every atom in the universe? I know that doesn't make sense, but could we not? I'm sorry, I'm talking. What if we simulated every atom in the universe? Could we not predict what was going to happen in our brains, or in the atoms in our brains?
Big, wild, untamed, danger lurking around every corner.
Oh yeah.
Monarch is everything I imagined.
There's an awful lot of rustling and growling out there, Captain.
Well, you wanted the fun, didn't you? So one could argue there is no free will. It's just that we can't figure out what all the atoms are going to do, but they're going to do what they're going to do. That depressing. Feel like I need someone to cover my back right now. Oh. Will headshots work? She's not dead, is she? No! Well, that's not okay, actually. I'm sorry. But that's not... Hey! Cat. So she's dead? Oh! She's not dead. Okay, cool.
Where are we headed?
Okay, cool. So it's like Fallout, they don't really die, they just... Okay. Fantastic. Oh dear, this is going to take time, isn't it? I think. Yeah, it's not for fun there's all this ammo, isn't there? Perhaps that was just the one we already have encountered, but... Oh man, I have a sneaking suspicion that this is going to be next video, this thing here, because this is going to take time. This is going to take time. Yeah. How long have we been playing? Almost 2 hours. Yeah. Need to go to bed. I need to end today. The stream for today, I think. So I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me. So until next time, have fun on the interwebs. Hey.